SUPA ROBO 対戦 WISE! It's your boy Zappa, Daimyo no Super Robo, and welcome back to Super Robot Wars Y. Previously, we knocked out a handful of relics. The plan for relics did not go as expected, but sometimes it just do be like that. We're still here in Chapter 4, but we have our second set of DLC missions. What I think I'll do, and I'm gonna check my little chart here. Okay. We'll do this in the same order that I did the first unlocks. Brightar, then Double O, then O, which just happens to be straight down the list. Wild, whack. Alright then. But let's slide over here, see what we can do with memory. Fortune gives us more. Parts are cheaper. Upgrades are cheaper. Let's do that for now. And then when we get more points back in, we'll slide, do this one. Probably at the end of the stage. Customize one. We did get those dashes. Back info. Move. Size, star, dash, dash, dash. Upgrades though. Wait. Who's first on this mission now? We're looking Starlight, Hero, and Duo. Okay, let's make sure they're up to snuff. I'm pretty sure they're not. Definitely not. Alright. Improves the effect of zero system mobility. Non-map weapons gain +1 range. And then... all weapons gain plus 30% crit rate. Hyper Jam no longer requires morale to activate. Available.
これからの戦いのために万全の準備を。
Alright. Now we are ready. Evil lurking in the Starlight. Cosmo Ranger J9 take the job from the Preventers to form a special task force. Mess hall. Hey, wait a minute. You didn't used to be in the Red Rose? Used to be, yeah. Now I'm just a society dropout, though. I'm surprised you were with the captain of such an elite unit. If I remember correctly, your unit fought the Earth side of the Revolutionary War? I'm not used to our clients digging up this deep in our records. Yeah, those guys from the colony should thank you, or at least starting to butt heads with you. Huh, now you're laying it on too thick. What exactly is this Red Rose? The elite army squad of kids' old stomping grounds. It's been disbanded, though. I see, meaning you're a former soldier. Surprised? It's a very picture of freedom now. It's difficult to imagine you as an order-bound soldier. Although, to be completely honest, I was in a similar position myself back in the day. What a surprise! Mr. Negotiator giving us a peek at his history. I wouldn't get my hopes up. There's not much to tell. As you can see, I'm also living according to my own whims. Think you and I could get along? Let's go for a drink one of these days. It's a fine idea. I still don't know my way around space, so I appreciate some bar recommendations. I wouldn't mind showing you a nice place or two. I'll have to decline that offer. I can tell getting too close to you is a good way to get burned. Oh dear, seems the negotiators are a bit cautious of me. It's not your fault, I just tend to tense up when it comes to angels. I see what you did there. We need to be all on guard, honestly. Stuff's been happening all over the place lately. Right, there's a lot of reports of golden incidents even in space. Ideally, there's clues pointing to our gentleman in a silk hat. Just so many reports, it's hard to pin anything down. Those things are just more than weapons. Given how unique they are, tracking down whoever's distributing them should lead us right to them. We could figure out that route, all this would be half the headache it is. Probably, but as it is, we gotta work for our info. We keep chasing these golem attacks, we're likely to figure it out eventually. Sorry, having a sneezing fit suddenly. Even the colony spies haven't heard anything? Seem to be well informed about everything, including us. Can you blame me for being curious about the people I'm working with? Used to be a freelance information broker. Obviously I know a thing about any activities of Gundam pilots, including your heroic self-destructions. We only did what was necessary. I'm sure. I certainly don't mind that socially awkward side of you. Full name, Machiko Valencia, though I'd heard some call you Bomber Girl. Tit for tattle. You're as thorough as I thought. I'm good at knife throwing, too. Oh, you should give a demonstration. Hero can be your target. I feel that kind of show would only be fun if the target's a lovely lady trembling in fear. Yep, no one wants to be a stone-faced hero over there doing it. I'd like to give it a try. That's certainly not the kind of thing I expect to hear for such a pretty face. J9 Leah here on Joe. Please report to the briefing room immediately. Oh, too bad. Looks like we have to take care of a rain check of that knife show. Something to look forward to, at least. I wonder what they want. I don't know. Sure can't guess best on the names called. So we're completely in the dark, huh? Looks like we got something to look forward to. In the briefing room. Thank you for coming on such short notice. Out of all of Why's next, why were we alone called? Turning the location of the man Jane I was searching for, Pancho Poncho. You found Poncho? I knew he wouldn't go down that easy. Oh, thank goodness he's okay. Who's this Poncho guy? Agent who gave us some work. He's been missing for quite a while. You could say he's an old pal of ours. A real shady character who's always wearing a silk hat. Wait, he's not the only gentleman in the silk hat we've been looking for, is he? Not a chance. Whatever would call him a gentleman. Besides, Leah's already met Poncho. He was a gentleman, though. He helped me get away. So, where's Poncho? I'll let this person fill you in on the details. I'm glad we get to meet again, J9. Hey, you're that preventers lady. Sally Poe, thank you for earlier. Long time no see, Sally. Looks like you're not doing too bad. Same to you. Guessing we're called here due to the preventers' involvement. Precisely. Alright, why don't you fill us in? Why do we got a galaxy troubleshooter and some agent of colonies teaming up? Allow me to explain things in order. We discovered an asteroid is being used as a terrorist base. It also appears to be a site for distribution of gold golems. Golems? You're tracking the flow as well, Sally Poe. You no longer know the damage those weapons have caused. I'll draw here to eliminate the terrorist base. It's a fire spreading with unbelievable speed. If we leave it any longer, to engulf the entire Earth sphere. And you need us to put out that fire. How does that relate to Poncho's location? He's being held prisoner in the terrorist base. He is? Oh boy, he sure picked up one hell of a bunch. Preventers also made use of Poncho's services now and then. We simply destroyed their base, why it's actually be more than capable. But you see the trouble with that. Your consideration is appreciated, Sally Poe. Would you want us to rescue Poncho before blowing the terrorist base sky high, I take it? Man, way to load us up with extra work. I assume you're done talking. Hey, wait, where are you running off to, hero? I understand the mission. I'll fulfill it in my own way. That's Lone Wolf Colony, Agent. It's a bit too my way to the highway, don't you think? One of our buddies had his life on the line here. Not exactly time to shoot shit and ask for questions later. I do understand you have your own way of doing things, though. Here's an idea. Why don't we team up, hero? Whoa, what? Where'd that come from? I think it's orders from the backlines while Kid and Bowie pilot Prygar, which just leaves me with my bare hands free. In other words, I'd be playing to the starring role of this rescue, and I'm picking you as my escort. I may not look it, but I know a thing about blowing stuff up. I can guarantee I won't drag you down. In fact, maybe you'd get in my way instead. You heard the lady, hero. Convincing logic. Very well. I'm fine with you two teaming up. Understood, guys are good enough. If someone's capable of you agrees to this, I'm in. Excuse me? The plan was mine, remember? Whatever. I look forward to working with you, hero. You slow me down. I'm ditching you. That's fine, though if you get in my way, I'll do the nice thing and take care of you. Sally Poe, do you have a floor plan as a base? Of course. In that case, we'll split the information into two teams. I'm watching you will be the main teams. Team A. Kid and Jewel to provide backup as Team B. A Red Rose and a Grim Reaper, huh? Talk about a lineup. No, not quite the same as your usual partners, so let's make this work, duo. Counting on you, hero. Not here to make friends, Magical Valencia. This boy's cold as ice. Since the golems are involved, the smallest A-Advent 2 will provide support. I owe Poncho my life. I'm begging you all, please save them. Well, there goes any doubts about me taking this seriously. Let's go to rescue Poncho and destroy the terrorist base. Yay! 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 Huh. Next scenario. Evil lurking under Starlight. Vote in. for that voodoo. Alright. Yeah, you're just gonna fall behind, period. Nothing to be done about that. Target asteroid base in visual range! Hard to believe some terrorists made a base that big. Might be some individual or organization providing them with support. Based on our investigation, they aren't united to any strong belief or purpose. They're just plundering and calling it a revolution. Selling golems seems to be a part of that. But they call themselves terrorists despite being a bunch of common crooks. So, Poncho somewhere in there? There's one distribution point for the golems. Let's get your buddy out there and level the place. So Chris came straight in from this, so we gotta give it everything we got. Commander's job is just blowing up the base, meanwhile saving Poncho's butts on the house, huh? Is it? I don't really do charity work, though. Of course not. We'll send Poncho an invoice after this is over. We should have plenty of cash saved after skimming our paychecks. Spoken like a real saint, Angel Omachi. This mission involves a fair amount of danger. Some form of competition is warranted. Yeah, life isn't cheap. What's your take on this, hero? They're still out of sync right before the mission? Talk about a dream team and making me nervous. No need to worry, Kira and I are pros. Looks like the welcome wagon's on its way. So our welcome's mad as a hell gunfire? Talk about some itchy fingers. Everyone on mission today to rescue Poncho and destroy this base. Our first priority is rescue, so please provide support until J9 heads for the target. Understood. I'll go. It's right there. Be a piece of cake. We're practically on top of it already. Counting on you, Bowie. We're charging right into the enemy here. Think about what to do once we're in, Omachi. They're surprisingly relaxed considering they're about to pull off a dangerous infiltration mission. Kind of wondering if they'll be okay. No need to worry, they're professionals at this sort of thing. Yep, we're used to this kind of thing. Duo. Yeah, I know. Both partnered up with the J9 guys, you can't hold them back. Alright, Hero, Duo, after this, do just like we planned. Mission accepted. Let's do this, everyone. I'll first go to save Poncho. Souls. Pierce, you say? Gundam fight. Press turn, but no, oh, there it is, accent. Too many enemies here. Let's try to avoid combat Praetors is getting in there. Roger that, just leave the driver to me. Your parents are going to reap. Good kid. Make sure they don't get reaped out there. Not funny, Omachi. Don't worry, I don't plan on coming back in a body bag. Well, honestly, I'm more worried about you and the things, Omachi. No need. That boy may not look him, but he picks things up easily enough. Counting on you, Omachi.
お遊びは終わりだ。
ブライスピア行くぜ。
覚悟。邪魔が入ったようだな。
なに？せっかく遊んでるのに。
God, I love that sound. Grimmaker's coming through! Clear path if you don't want to get cut down!
準備は万端。そんじゃ行くぜ。死神の姿を拝ませてやる。まだまだ終わらないぜ。こいつでとどめだ。とりあえずかわしときますか。
Sai gets 3 levels. Right gets 2 levels, and Marin. Magical Valencia. I've heard she's talented demolitionist. She would be the worst asset for this mission.
ゼロが貴様の攻撃パターンを教えてくれる。邪魔だ。
Hero levels up. Ooh, 3 levels for Lassie, gets headline level 6. Who shot anything that would use ammo? And it's energy based. You definitely did it. What did you do? Okay, there it is. Gotta use that stuff. Oh, Funk Sage has a theory. Playing this game a lot, yet not much people look at Twitch right. Uh-huh. Yeah, I know. Super Robot Wars is niche, but that's not going to stop me. I'm here for the documentation, not for the fame. Let's progress the plot and see what happens. And we're here. Would you look at that? Poncho's got a beacon showing us right where he is. Well, guess he's awfully thorough when he wants to be. Kids, I'm watching. It's all you. Okay. Time for us to head out too. Don't go getting in Omachi's way, hero. Zoop! And the boys are gone. Asteroidal. Intruders, take them out! What? Where'd they? Easy as pie. That's Blaster Kid for you. Every shot was right on target. Wasn't even a warm-up. Pests detected. Commencing extermination. Oh, these guys look like bad news. Must be those monsters Charo told us about. Probably related to golems too. Dino's right about the bad news thing. Really doubt bullets too much to him. No worries, take a look at this. Power output declining rapidly. Shut those X-buttons are exposed pipes? Dang, that's precision. Job here to rescue Poncho and create diversion. Now we gotta be as flashy as we can. Mr. Kid, I'm over here, over here. Look at all the trouble you put us through. Come on, let's get out of here, Poncho. Oh, thank you, thank you. I knew you'd come rescue me. Oh, is that Duo Maxwell the Gundam pilot I see over there? What? You know me? Of course I do. Everyone around these parts is as the Grim Reaper. What's going on? Quick, dilly-dally, we need to get out of here. Oh, Miss Omachi, I have been in prison for a while. Could you spare maybe a little pity? This has been doing fine to me. You can walk on your own, right? It's cold in here. I was hoping for a tearful reunion. Everything's all set on your end? Of course. Be caught in the blast unless we move. You're the ones wanting this, aren't you? How dare you attack our base? She had a knife. Oh, don't worry, I'm Mr. Vitals. You don't deserve to bleed out here. Shut your big mouth. My silly goals we made got enough power to change the world. We'll change this rotten world according to art. Shut up. You think this world's rotten if you want, but that doesn't mean you can steal folks' happiness. Enough! We'll use all the paper to destroy you! Oh, you will? Lovely idea. Go on. Go on. Just told those responsible for how that turns out. I think that's enough something to smell the roses. Let's get out of here. No arguments there. No, damn it all! No use being so Janelle. Bust out the goods! I regret opposing our normal goals in hell! That's it. Good to see you again. Glad to see you okay, Poncho. Here they come. So they decided to rule out the golems. The very existence of those things threatens a peace enjoyed by all good people. Alright, let's smash them real good. Oh, you don't need to worry about them. What just happened? I happened to set the golems full of explosives while I was down there. You sure know how to put on a show. Wait, does that mean there's nothing for us to do? Not quite, there's more. Sweet, now it's time to show them what we've... No need. Whoa, what? Sure, I handled those ones. He's not bad at fireworks himself. Looks like he handled Machu did a thorough job. Dang it, just how many explosions they have? It's not over yet. I'd say about time for the grand finale. What's going on? Line them up! The whole asteroid went up in an instant. Seems they plan explosives in their nuclear reactor as well. Even so, that's not easy to pull off a blast that big. You're an Angel Amachi, you're pros after all. We put out another fire that could have sparked the conflict. That's another job done and dusted. Yay! Yay! Looks like it's still early to celebrate. There's still some golems kicking around. Not like you to leave leftovers, Omachi. No way, asteroid planet exposed with every single golem down there. Meaning these weren't with the other ones on the base? How'd they suddenly show up in this sector? Whoever they are, it looks like they're itching to fight. Let me guess, they want payback for blowing up their base? Not quite. I doubt those golems are related to this base. So the punks moving the golems around are aiming for the AI event now? Echka! Deploy-wise next! Guess our fireworks show attracted more villains? Man, I was enjoying the show too! Guess these guys had to come and spoil it. You've all done an excellent job, team. Now what's it to do to new arrivals? Finally, our chance to shine. Let's make a good show cleaning them up too. Target acquired. Golem eliminating. Well, we got Poncho back too, so let's keep the momentum going. Wait, size at 58? Oh, 70. It's 60 for Proud Ace. You just cast that to have it out there, get the points for it. New type level 6. Hmm. Stand up.
スーパーパックがあれば空だって。ミラージュと特訓したあれでやる。この距離ならやれ。ひらめくままに感じるままに。
Duo gets 2 levels. Nice. Leroy levels up. Hooligan! Etsuka gets Commander level 3. And Daunt! And Snipe! And Cheer! Wow! That's a level.
Muda 無駄な抵抗はやめたまえ。お返しは受け取っていただけるだろうね。私からのプレゼントだ。遠慮せずに受け取りたまえ。You only get 1 level.
Hayate levels up. Now it's our turn. Time to show off. Indeed, we'll fall behind at this rate. But you've already put in enough work. I can sit back and watch, right? Come on, Omachi, don't make this difficult. I'm joking, obviously. Just watching is no fun. Sounds good. Now how about we get started by finishing off these guys?
みんな行くぞ。オッケー。ブライストード。行くぜ。覚悟。でや
What happens if an enemy has more health than the move can deal? They live! It's just like an RPG, you just reduce their health down. Like this one, he's been hit, but he's not dead. Let's see, levels up. Oh no, they won't split in half. If it kills him, it's a little more dynamic. I see what you're saying now. Like, I have an idea. I can show you. Well, that wasn't part of the plan. You have press, so we're gonna do this. Variable combat.
感じるぜ風をこうなれ破れかぶれだ絶対に逃がさない
There's the gun, the shooting, that shooting,
最後はこれだ
and then a cartwheel.
これくらいは俺だって
Now, if we do that same move again, and it's not going to kill,
やることは一つだ。ミラージュと特訓した
we'll see a difference. We get the missiles. We get the beam. Transform. Little shot. That shot, and that's it. We don't get the cartwheel.
So そんじゃま行きますか。おらおら、死神様のお通りだ。切って切りまくる。こいつでとどめだ。
Forte levels up. All right.
仕掛けるぞ、ジャンプ。もらった。当たるか。
さすが。
ここは一気に決めよ
やりますか。
う。これがダブルの
必殺技だ。とどめだ。
ジョーカーエクストリーム。
決まったぜ。
Oh! You hit your own guy! Two levels for Tamaki.
軽くタイトル防衛といこうか。燃えろ俺の拳を。バーニングパンチ。シュート。
38. There it is. Oh, I didn't mean to move that on. Dewey gets 3 levels.
ゼロの予測通りか。敵機捕捉、攻撃に移る。排除開始。破壊する。
2 levels for hero. There's time we finish this things for good. Maybe we've gone a little overboard. No. Smash itty bitty pieces are perfect ending for a den of villains. The deluxe fireworks show is real impressive, Omachi. Sadly, explosions aren't exactly the most romantic of fireworks. Sure, but you and hero ended up being quite the bomb repair. Huh. You didn't deny it, so we'll take that as agreement. Believe what you want. When you put 2 bombs together, it can trigger a secondary explosion that's bigger than either individually. Today, the enemy learned just how dangerous a reaction those 2 can form. So, how'd Poncho end up getting captured by them anyway? That story's much too long to summarize, unfortunately. Fine, we'll have a nice long talk about it when we get back. Hanger. So the whole reason he got captured was his case mistaken identity, Poncho? Exactly, you can't imagine the trouble that put me through. So who'd they think you were? According to them, an older gentleman in a silk hat. I've never heard of the guy myself. Seriously? Yeah, is he famous or something? Maybe not to the general public, but he's a guy we got hired to track down. Can't believe I mistook you for him. Right? Who looks at Poncho and thinks, gentleman? Mr. Machi, rude and uncalled for. Still hard to believe things played out like this. Such a community to chalk up to mere coincidence. Poncho, thank you so much for saving me. Ah, if it isn't Miss Leah, I'm so glad to see you're okay. When the army becomes a hard client, never be able to face J9 again. Like, stop being able to meet our client directly and make contact with them in person. Wait, what? What does that mean for my finder's fee? I heard she paid you up front. We'll just take a portion of that. Oh, anything but that, Isaac. Still, this whole thing feels off. Why are those servers trying to nab the old gentleman in silk hat? About that, heard them saying they had a bone to pick with him. How so? What I picked up, the gold golems they got from him went wild and attacked their comrades. Say what? So the older gentleman in silk hat sold them the gold golems? I can't believe it. That sums up what I heard. Also, I heard that the man's referred to as the Preacher of Evil in some circles. A Preacher of Evil? Well, it doesn't just cause evil, he spreads it. It's more trouble than your garden variety villain. Guess this isn't just as straightforward as we'd hope. Apparently that whole terrorist base was set up by the Preacher of Evil person too. In other words, the terrorists made a deal with the old gentleman and turned on him when the goods provided too dangerous. At the same time, they actually had no information on this older gentleman in silk hat we were dealing with. And because of that, I had to endure a harsh interrogation just for looking like him. My sympathies. Based on what we just talked about, this older gentleman in silk hat is no ordinary villain. Oh. No need to worry, ma'am. We don't have the whole picture just yet. But ultimately, we still got to track him down. Only change is what'll happen when we do. Right. I just remembered. Back at least we ran into those freaky cyborg-looking guys that showed up with the A-Admin earlier. We saw them too. Must be the monsters after Miss Leah. What the heck is their deal? It's unknown at the moment, but they have some connection with the golems. I heard the report. Sally Poe. Revenge will continue to track the flow of these golems, as well as our older gentleman in silk hats seem to be connected with them. Understood. Let's continue to share information. Happy to escort you to safe location, Poncho. What do you say? That depends. What does J9 plan on doing from here on? can't leave a contract about the AI adventure will be accompanying it. In that case, I'll stick with you all, if that's okay. Promise it won't be a burden. Oh, that's fine. We'd love to have you, especially since you owe us a final attack. Yeah, we still need to pay you back for that rescue after all. Wait, don't tell me you plan to make me pay for that? Of course we do. Considering how much trouble we went to, you're not going to be cheap either. Oh, I can't believe this. I thought you were all nice, isn't it? Looking forward to it, Poncho. Our bank accounts will be mighty pleased. We'll be heading out then. Drop slide if you ever figure out anything about the golems. I'll expect the same from you. Be careful. Of? Zero told me something. That this goes well beyond simple weapon smuggling. Ow! Okay, Atomic, you're almost at level 3. Well then. I don't think anything new or exciting's come along, right? Oh, a talk. Hard-boiled consultation. So Tara asks the stoic heads in the cosmic region to teach him to be more hard-boiled. Hey, Advent, mess hall. So what happens if someone gets before you can transform? Be curtains, right? Probably, yeah. Might not be a bad idea to learn how to handle a gun for times like that. Tell you what, I'll give you some dirt cheap coaching lessons for yours truly. It's real kind of you, but I'll have to decline. That's a surprise. Why's that? If it's about money, we'd be happy to offer you a loan. That ain't the issue here. Oh, what is it? The ones who should be willing to shoot are those who are prepared to be shot in turn. Not exactly the same, but aren't you quoting Zero the Black Knights? Not quite. Guy I really look up to said that. Oh, sounds hard-boiled. Is that it? You don't want to shoot because you don't want to get shot? That'd be one way to take it, yeah. For me, obviously, I don't want to get hurt, but I also don't love the idea of hurting other people. Even toe pants? And it's different, you know, someone's throwing away their humanity. But the fact is, I'm a PI, not a cop. I always believe in a non-violent solution. That's why I don't carry a gun. Shotaro. I know when I'm beat, PI. Your philosophizing sure convinced me. Then you're more hard-boiled than you look. I'll take that as a compliment, Bomber Girl. Though, if you ask my usual crowd, they tell you I'm still only half-boiled. You could probably learn a thing or two from our boss. Isaac Goodenough, also known as Isaac the Razor. Sorry, I don't think I'd ever be as stoic as him. Isaac? Stoic? What, am I off the mark? Despite how he comes off, the guy's got a big heart. He's always thinking of profit, but he'll never pinch a penny if it means saving posts brought down by evil. Of course, he makes up for by bleeding everyone else dry whenever he can. I suppose it's a case of not judging a book by its cover. It's more that we got a public image to maintain. Cosmo Rangers J9 are galaxy troubleshooters, not charity workers. I'm yet to go blabbing the truth to anyone who will listen. Speak of the devil. Excuse me, say his name, and Isaac appears. Sorry, Isaac, it wasn't any of my business. No need to apologize, it's not a closely guarded secret. It's kind of a good opportunity. I have my own philosophy, kind-hearted detective like you might be interested in. Money is a thing everyone desires. By paying and receiving it, both sides can ensure fair trade. As a professional, it's a basic rule I follow. However, I also acknowledge that there are things more valuable than money. That's all. That's fairly insightful. Thank you, Isaac. I'll remember that. Well, hey, since you got some words really from us, how about we work out a trade? Trade? Kamen Rider's all about the motorcycle, right? I'm dying to ride yours. Oh, you're referring to the hard boiler. Isn't your thing cars? I'm a fan of anything I can ride. I'm glad to see if anyone... I'm glad to see somebody can hold an interest in our machine. Same, I don't mind letting you take it for a little spin. In exchange, perhaps we could ride in your Brygar. Interesting. A single particle used is overwhelmingly peculiar. Wouldn't have believed it possible if I hadn't seen it myself. As such, I want to examine it as much as possible. Very well. Don't go digging too deep, though. I'm surprised how much we have in common with these PIs. I've got my own personal connection with them, too. Do you, kid? Sure I do. They're Kamen Rider Double. I've got a double neck guitar. I forgot about that. Alright. Next time we see about a red Kamen Rider. No, I don't want to continue playing.
まさかまた戦いの舞台に立つことになろうとはな。
しかしどうする。未完成の月光栄では戦闘に耐えられないぞ。
問題はない。俺たちには完成した最強のナイトメアフレーム、その名も月光栄水がある。
足つきの月光栄だと？
それだけではない。武装も追加されている。さすがはシュナイゼルとラクシャータだ。
まさかこの事態を見越していたのか。
さあな。だがこれで俺たちも戦える。行くぞ C2、 戦いを終わらせるために。
了解だ。
It cultivates the mind, the spirit, and the soul, and we must always